Yeah,
Wow.
I was confused on what to do.
You're not coming to support me, because if you came to support me, you would dress the part. You came to get a reaction out of me. But I'll sell my product so I can test it and see what success looks like. The same way I did not come to your store to make a nuisance of myself like you're doing right now, I'm just going to ignore you.
Wahala, wahala, wahala. We are here to talk about the season finale of The Real Housewives of Lagos season 3. Yes, the season 3 episode 12. And you guys, you don't want to know. But just come on with me because we have a few things to talk about. But before we do all that, let me let you guys know that I am also into CAC jobs. Yes, I do anything pre-incorporation and post-incorporation when it has to do with registration of business names, companies, NGOs, and the things to be done after those incorporations. Yes, I'm your girl. Now, hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Guzzy and this is Chat with Guzzy. Please, if you're yet to subscribe, kindly click on the subscription button and click on the notification bell so you can get notified whenever I post any new video. Guys, you see this launch? You guys know that Miriam has been all about launching her skincare products. Yes, I mean, from the beginning of this particular season, she has been talking about it, designing it. I mean, she spoke about it with her husband. She has been talking about PR for it. And finally, she launched it. Yes, first things first, she had done a photo shoot on it where she had used the different Milani skin tones, yes, and for her, she just wanted the product to shine, yes, so that people of Milani skin will know that irrespective of your shade, that particular product covers you. Now, fast forward to the event.
This is you? Where do you belong? A child's place. Sit down and feed yourself. That's where you belong, a child's place. Strap yourself in, baby.
I'm going to say everything, one or two.
I'll do one. Then, I like it, I'll come up more.
But I trust you now. You do justice.
So guys, Diadem came late, as in she came she came late. As at when she came self, some of the other ladies had gone. Yes, the likes of Laura, the likes of Sophia and Caroline, they had gone before she came. So she came late. Also, she did not keep to the dress code. Yes, that was where she wore the whole raccoon shirt. Yes, guys. And we all know that she wore that with purpose. Yes, her aim was to get under Miriam's skin. Yes, that was why she had worn that clothes she wore. Now, what do I have to say about that? Now, first things first, I feel like Diadem not wearing the dress code is a payback to Miriam. Let's go back a bit. Remember during Diadem's event where Diadem had hosted the ladies, she had begged all of them that nobody should wear gilly. Now, Miriam has stated that that she wants to wear gilly, and Diadem had begged her. Yes, Diadem even knelt down to beg her that she should not wear gilly, and she had told Diadem that she had heard. Only for her to come on that day wearing gilly, and she came late. Yes, and she told Diadem that she had wardrobe malfunction, yada yada yada. But during her confessional, she has stated that Diadem was saying she should not wear gilly. Why? Diadem cannot dictate what she would wear. And now, Miriam gave dress code, and Diadem refused to follow the dress code. It's 1-1. The way I'm saying it, it is 1-1. You do me, I do you. Man no go verse. Yes. However, I want to state something. Diadem wearing that shirt that has to do with Raccoon just brought back the whole Fitzmaurice. Yes, the whole Fitzmaurice insults to Miriam and all that. And she was trying to get under Miriam's skin. And if she had gotten under Miriam's skin, then her aim would have been achieved. Yes, and Miriam would have ruined her event with her hand. Miriam would have ended up looking stupid. But Miriam decoded this and acted well. Like, Miriam knew that, okay, she wants a reaction from me, so I'm not going to give her that reaction. And instead of Diadem's plan, getting Miriam to act out of character, to ruin her event with her hand, the opposite was achieved, yes. And Miriam did not pay mind to that. Miriam instead spoke about how she was going to ignore her. Miriam gave her own shade in the confessionals and all. Yes, Miriam did not disrupt her event. Miriam did not let Diadem get under her skin. And for me, I'll say that Miriam showed Diadem how to ignore. Yes. This is the same thing that if Diadem had done during her last hosting, it wouldn't have ended the way it ended. Yes. But it did not go that way. She overreacted. Diadem overreacted during that last event. And now Diadem came with the intention to make Miriam's event a nightmare also. This time, You ruined my event, but you came and you spoke about someone I did not want you to talk about. You ruined my event. I'm going to do same for you. However, it did not go as planned. Yes. And the hilarious part of all this was when, at the end of the day, Diadem now bought one of the product and said, if she likes it, she will come back. I had a good laugh. I was like, what is this? And for me, it was how Dabota was enjoying all this and was hyping Diadem, doing the whole small pepper, laughing. It was obvious that Dabota joined force with Diadem and they really wanted to get a reaction from Miriam. But Miriam was on business. Miriam was focused on the goal, which is to sell her products. Yes. So it was a thing of, okay, you came to insult me, you came to shade me at my event. However, I'm not going to give you that space to succeed in your aim and ambition. And I'm still going to eat your money because last she bought one, abi she not buy. So Miriam still chop her money, abi Miriam not chop her. God. These ladies can be petty. But then again, like I said in my last video, Miriam was talking about how petty she can be. I mean, she has been talking about it from the onset, and now she has met someone who is also petty and who has met her in that petty level. Now, moving from that, let's talk about when the other ladies were still present without Diadem being present. I mean, Miriam was acting like she has not been on the show. She's not a cast and she doesn't know what has been happening because she was not asking Dabota, why are you and Caroline not greeting yourselves? I'm like, I don't understand. Which kind dirty question be this one? You see, Miriam instigates. Yes, from the beginning of the season, she has been trying to instigate. And we saw that in the last episode, her trying to instigate shit worked against her because she ended up being the one fighting. Yes, because I don't understand how you already know that there's bad blood between Dabota and Caroline, and you will be saying, you people did not greet each other. Why did you people not greet each other? It does not make sense. So you now want one of them to say something there, and then the other one will now react because I did not understand that. For me, it just did not make sense, and it just proves again that Miriam was out to instigate. Now, moving away from this instigation talk, let's talk about the comment that Laura had made, talking about how if Miriam wants these products to be in her store, she would have to come talk to her about it. She would not offer to put it in her store. Now, I understand her. I mean, Laura is a businesswoman. Throughout the season, especially, we've seen that Laura has been all about her business. She has been pushing her business. She has been pushing her brand. Yes. Laura is one woman in this particular season that has been all about her brand. And these women are out to make money. Yes. So it only makes sense for Laura to want Miriam to bring it up to her. I mean, I'm not just putting your products in my store. I will benefit from it. So we need to speak like business women that we are. After all, lauraikeji is a brand. Remember when Laura wanted to launch her hair at the beginning of the season? She approached Miriam. She did not take it that Miriam is her friend and Miriam would just do the PR. She approached Miriam and Miriam charged her to do the PR for her. So it's the same thing. If Miriam needs this thing, products to be in her store, Miriam will talk to her about it and then they will agree on fees to be paid. So I agree with Laura 100% on that because I'm seeing some people saying, did Miriam ask you for this? Did she ask you that she wants to put her products in your store? I mean, let's look at it. Lauraikeji is a brand. Miriam is just starting up in this particular distance. So she would need to actually do some form of collabo. Now, let's move over to all the whole gisting of what had happened during episode 11 because we had a lot of that in this particular episode. And for me, I was like, this season finale, okay. It's not like others that we're ending with bangs. This one, bang self no day. Well, we had Diadem telling Dabota about what happened. Guys, you all know that at each point in time, there are three sides to a story. There's your side, my side, and the truth. Yes. And for me, I feel like the way Diadem had said the story, she had portrayed it in a way that would favor her. Yes. And that was why she was getting all those shocked reactions from waiting be her name, Dabota. Yes. Because I mean, Diadem omitted letting Dabota know that, okay, I necessarily did not tell Miriam that I did not invite Caroline. Neither did she tell her that, okay, she I I don't want to talk about it. I remember vividly what she had said to Miriam was, "Mm, let's just drop it now. Maybe she's busy. That is why she did not come." That was what she said. And it was when she said that, plus seeing the whole gift stuff with Caroline's name written on it, that was when Miriam had said no, she's going to make the call. And that was when, waiting be her name, Laura had told Miriam that they had their own issue. That is why Caroline is not here. Now, I still stand by the fact that this girl, Miriam, messed up by making that call there. She messed up big time. And even if she wanted to make the call there, she shouldn't have put the call on speaker. Yes, it was just another way of her instigating shit that turned up against her. Yes, it beat her in the ass. That was it. Well, Diadem now said the story, and for me, I'm like, Diadem, kilo shele gangan. But then again, either ways, whether she had put time, put Maggie, or she had not, I feel like Dabota would have been at her side. I mean, they are friends. What are friends for now? It's how Dabota was saying, you should have called me. Why didn't you call me? I'm like, Dabota, Afa, person in the middle of fights go come carry your phone, they call you. As waiting, may you come fight for him. As bouncer, be as waiting. Let me move on from this, I beg. Now let's go over to Caroline inviting the ladies to her house and getting the gist about the fight. Yes, I mean, Miriam was telling her about the fight and Laura was also chipping in. And Laura was talking about how, I mean, yes, that had happened, that them overreacted, but then again, if Miriam had not made the call there, or if Miriam had made Caroline understand that she was on speaker, maybe Caroline wouldn't have said what she said that led to that. Miriam remained on her stand that the reaction was unnecessary, and I mean, she has put her in her place, which is a kid's place. Yes, she kept on saying that throughout this episode. God, wahala for kids' place. Laura had gone ahead to tell Carolyn that, see, Miriam fought for you. And Caroline was like, no, don't put it like that. If you put it like that, it will now look like we are ganging up against Diadem. And Miriam was like, she already said we are ganging up. And Caroline kept on talking about how Miriam has been for Diadem throughout the season and all. Miriam has said how much she loves Diadem and all that. That is why she have just been level-headed and all. And then she made them understand that, okay, they told her to call Diadem, which she did, and Diadem had refused picking her call and had sent her a message. So what will she be doing in Diadem's place? Yes, it did not make sense that after insulting her, she would now come and sit down in your house. Doing what? For her, it did not make sense, and that is why she did not show up. Yes. Now, guys, I am going to drag Miriam. Yes, because the same thing that Miriam failed to show to Diadem is now what she did to Caroline. I mean, she had refused to respect Diadem during Diadem's event at her home. She had refused to respect Diadem, and she knew that, okay, because Laura had said something happened between them. That's why Caroline is not coming. And then she still went ahead to make that call. Outside making that call, she put the call on speaker. Now, on the other hand, when she was in Caroline's house, Dabota had called her to find out what had happened between herself and Diadem. Miriam stood up, went outside to pick that call. And it now baffles me. It now made me to be thinking, if you could have this type of sense to go outside and pick this call, that means you respect Caroline. Does that also mean that you did not respect Diadem? Because if you had respected her, you would have offered her the same grace. You would have gone outside to pick the call. Why did you make that call, dear? Shall you guys see? The same thing that she would have done at Diadem's place that she failed to do is what she now did at Caroline's place. And she still stands by the fact that Diadem overreacted. Yes, Diadem overreacted, but Miriam is not taking accountability for her own action in that whole thing. Why I'm saying she's not taking responsibility is because, yes, Diadem overreacted, but then there was an action before a reaction. So in as much as Miriam is going on and on about how Diadem is refusing to take accountability for her actions, I feel like even Miriam is not taking accountability for her own actions. Yes, because I mean, Diadem is not a mad person. Something happened. You did something before she now overreacted. So take accountability for what you did that triggered her. And yes, I actually go with what Sophia said. Sophia is actually right because I've seen over time that when Diadem goes off like that, she really doesn't get her point across. Yes. And the other party that she's on a ride with or she's on a shouting spring with goes and hits the nail on the head, whereas she's still rambling. So I feel like that's something that she needs to watch out for. Yes. And I feel like she shouldn't allow people trigger her as much. She shouldn't allow people know that, okay, any small thing I can get to you, or if I just do this and do that, I will get to you. She should learn from what Miriam did at the end of the distance by not letting her own provocation get to her at her events. Sometimes it is needed, sometimes it is necessary. Yes. Then Sophia's talk and Laura's talk about dabota and how they feel like, I mean, dabota doesn't necessarily need to force it. Yes. For Sophia, she feels like Dabota is trying and forcing the whole diva thing. Whereas for Laura, she feels like the full carriage from the hair to how Laura carries herself and all that is not given. Now, I know that these two ladies talking are ladies that are not necessarily in good terms with Dabota. Yes, it is just surface level, hello, hi. They are civil. Let's just put it like that. They are civil. They are not fighting. They are not enemies. They are just civil and they necessarily don't see eye to eye. We cannot say they are friends. Yes. So in that light, I'm like, okay. Then again, I feel like that Dabota on her own, for me, she's all right. Yes. Just that for me, the whole I'm a queen, I don't apologize. For me, it was a no-no. Yes. And for me, if you watched my earlier videos, I was like, Dabota, calm down. Calm down. So that part, I would say yes, it was giving the whole force kidney. But outside that, I mean, Dabota has shown herself to be very composed. Yes, even during arguments, she has shown herself to be calm and reserved, irrespective of going off at a person. Yes, so that's it all. That's all for this particular episode, and that is your season finale. Yes, guys. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts about Miriam going out to pick the call. Let me know your thoughts about Diadem coming with the whole raccoon shirt. Yes. Let me know your thoughts about Miriam's ignoring game. Like Miriam's ignoring game needs to be studied. That's all I have for you guys on this particular video. Please feel free to subscribe. Kindly click on the subscription button and click on the notification bell so you can get notified whenever I post any new video. Please like this video, share this video, and comment. I love you all so much. Bye, guys.